Hello YouTube, it's me again, your friendly neighborhood Green Party rep for Humber St. Barbe Vert. Today's big, crazy accomplishment was, yesterday. I needed to figure out what exactly we were doing with the Eco-Village farm. Yes, I decided a week ago, 2 weeks ago, that we were going all vegan. And that being the case, we had limited options when it came to foodstuffs, what kind of crops we're supposed to grow and all that kind of stuff. So the process of figuring out how to provide a whole healthy diet for the eco-villagers culminated in 9 hours, 9 or 10 hours, of data entry with 150 rows, top to bottom, 40 or 50 columns, left to right, and about 7,000 different cells, each one with a percentage. The rows symbolized the actual the food, like dandelion greens, French beans, green peas, soybeans, are the legume category. I'm sure there are other legumes that I can have in the project, but those are the 4 that I chose to go with. That particular stage, year 2 of the crop rotation, if you remember, year 1 was fallow, just covered in grass. Year 2 was legumes, 3 was solanums, 4 is brassica, 5 is allium, 6 is Epicaceae, followed by number 7, which is cucurbitaceae, cucumbers. And then there's some other stuff, some permanent trees, berry bushes, and that kind of thing. So, legumes. What I did was, based upon the USDA standard for 100 gram servings, each of these items, of the 150 or so that I got, have a certain percentage of the daily energy content in kilojoules, carbohydrate content, dietary fiber, starch, sugar, fat, protein, vitamin A, C, D, E, K, B1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 5, choline, betaine, calcium, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, sodium, zinc, copper, manganese, selenium, fluoride, water content, and ash content. I don't know what that is yet. I'm going to find out. And so on. All those things, which are important for the daily consumption, so says the USDA, United States Department of Agriculture. Every one of these foods will have a value, a percentage, or might not even be entered. Sometimes it's either 0 or the data wasn't collected on a given food. So, I have all that plugged in now. Thought I was going to throw up before I finished it all. 7,000 cells. I've earned this. So, these solanums include eggplant, potato, sweet potato, tomato, brassicas, bok choy, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, collard greens, kale, kohlrabi, mustard greens, mustard seed, rutabaga, turnip. The alliums are onions, garlic, and leek. The Apiaceae include carrot, caraway, celery, cumin, dill, fennel, parsley, parsnip. The cucurbitaceae include cucumber, melon, pumpkin, summer squash, winter squash, and sweet corn. We're also going to have chestnuts, apples, butternut, cherry, hazelnut, pecan, oak trees for acorns, pine nuts, the nuts that are in pine cones, as well as plums and walnut. You're going to have blueberry, blackcurrant, blackberry, cloudberry, grapes, strawberry, raspberry, and possibly amaranth, asparagus, beets, sugar beets, charred chicory, lentils, lettuce, sweet peppers, greens, reds, yellows, those kind of things. Rhubarb, rice, rosemary, sage, thyme, spinach, and sunflowers. That's my entire list. And whether they're raw, cooked, boiled, sautéed, roasted, whatever. So it took a shit ton of adventures. So, all that plus some math to figure out what exactly they were worth, whether or not you have your 8,368 kilojoules of energy every day. So dandelion greens give 2.22% of that number. All those calculations. Craziness. The link to this document, 6 pages of spreadsheet, will be in the area below. This is a highlight of my week. Seeing this done, it was making me physically ill. Given this document, the reason why I'm so fanatical about this in particular is the idea that using this I can figure out which the best producers of energy in the legumes category is clearly roasted soybeans. So, at 23%. So if we have 400 grams of roasted soybeans, that'll be your entire energy content for the day. Now we know this because I spent so much time working on the spreadsheet. And I'm working with a woman who has her chef certification to make a cookbook. So a given meal, say a stew, will have ingredients that are only from this list. And this list may grow depending on how much more research I do if I have the strength. And that cookbook which has ingredients only from this list, spices, herbs, and things, will be completely self-sustained. We will not require any imports. Will be completely clear as to what the dietary value is. If a pot of stew, pot of soup, whatever, serves 12, then we take the entire dietary value of given ingredients. As long as the total is a given value, divide that by 12 is what each individual portion we assume will be. That's why I have, like, soybeans boiled, soybeans raw, soybeans roasted. So we know if they're going to be boiled in a stew or whatever, prepared for that, the dietary value will change. And every single value, every single percentage is based upon 100 grams, which will make life very, 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 very easy for recipes. As long as the recipes are converted to grams, we can do the math really, really fast. So that made me exceptionally happy to get all that, insert profanity here, done. A lot of work. A lot of work. I'm really tired. My eyes are burning. And the really cool thing is, everything here grows in a Zone 5 hardiness area within a greenhouse. So, in Newfoundland, which is generally understood to be too cold for permaculture, self-sustaining eco-village type climate, from a lot of professionals that I've read, we can go a completely vegan diet, stay away from all the typical northern uses, northern foodstuffs, like meat. A lot of people rely on meat-type products, eggs and chicken and dairy, to maintain a metabolism over the course of the winter. We have long winters in Newfoundland. So, given this math, raw 100 grams of raw green peas, for example, is worth 200% of your dietary fiber. If I didn't have a typo, which I very well may have. For example, 100 grams of raw broccoli is 100% of your dietary fiber. I'm such a geek. This is actually exciting. For example, a single proportion, 100 grams, of raw sweet potato is 100% of vitamin B6. I didn't know any of this. Vitamin K, 100 grams of raw red tomato. 100% vitamin K. 100 grams of boiled bok choy is 100% of your B6. This kind of stuff will create a really strong diet for us. So, in any event, I'm prattling on. I also have calculations for yield and acreage and tonnage and all that kind of stuff to figure out how much we need to grow and so on. Anyway, 11 minutes. I'm excited to be the hell rid of this particular project. All the hard work is done. Now I just need to find out the crop yield per acre and do the conversion and all that kind of nonsense. So, cheers to you all, YouTube. Follow me on my channel, and I hope very much that you enjoy what you're seeing, and to see what kind of a lunatic I am for putting this much effort into almost nothing. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a great night. Okay, P.S. For those of you, turn on some light here, for those of you who don't realize just the proportion of my accomplishment today, cells like these, okay, each percentage sign, like these, 11%, 13%, I plugged in manually, okay? This is the spreadsheet. Six full pages. So, for those of you who might doubt the level of my accomplishment,
It's 1 o'clock a.m.
Every entry plugged in by hand. So, please check it out and see the work that I did. I would love for people to appreciate that level of effort, and maybe you'll find it useful. So, again, I promise that's it for me. Have a great night again.